Mrs. Catto gets up at 8 when she hears her Budgie. She puts her glasses on her face so she can see her Budgie. She reads the horoscopes out loud. She reads them to her Budgie. She puts on her favorite blouse and she shows it to her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie very, 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 very much. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mrs. Catto calls her mom. She talks about her Budgie. She writes a letter to someone. She writes about her Budgie. Mrs. Catto takes a nap. She dreams about her Budgie. She puts the birdcage on her lap, and then she pets her Budgie. Oh, Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie very, 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 very much. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Mrs. Catto makes a snack. She feeds it to her Budgie. She picks up the neighbor's cat, and she feeds it to her Budgie. Jehovah's Witnesses drop by. She feeds them to her Budgie. Mr. Brown stops and says hi, and she feeds them to her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie. Everybody at home now. Mrs. Catto loves her Budgie very, 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 very much. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, thank you for your time.